Alright, and welcome to another video of Derail Valley. This one I am going to have a shot at the 282 steam engine. Now this one I had a bit of a brief go yesterday and I didn't do everything correctly, but I got from point A to point B sufficient that I'm going to give it another go now and see how we go with it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put some oil into the little oil jug doovers. There's another one here. Okay, that was a bit difficult to go. All right, so this one it's a big steam engine. It's quite quite a lot to do with getting it running. Certainly more than the diesel locos. Okay, I think that's those all done. Now I'm going to try and go through without the aid of the tutorial. Sorry, just one moment. Just going to get myself sorted out here in terms of where I'm sitting. Yeah, a bit more. Sorry, what was I saying? Something to do with the tutorial. Yeah, so I'm not going to do the tutorial in this one. I am just going lubricator. Just gonna get this thing going. See if we can hop up there. Oh, there we go. Oops. Okay. Come on. No, that's not gonna work very well. Let's see. There we go. I'm probably doing this all in completely the wrong order, but this one here we have I think this is called the compressor. Yep. I'm not sure if that's on or off. I'm still getting used to knowing which direction the valves go to have them on or off. Now there is, on what I've seen on some of the videos, another thing to turn on here, another dial, but I don't see that. It might have been an update or so. So I've got here the coal supply, and we have water. Which we can have a look in there. You can see it's quite full actually. So we don't need to fill it up. Up ahead we've got the coal dispenser, and oh gosh, just sort of walked into the coal there. And the water dispenser. So the first thing that we need to do, I think, is we'll get some coal in here. So to do this you have to, it looks like it's easier not in VR to do this actually. But yeah, in VR you have to shovel your coal in. Oops, it's a bit uncoordinated doing it this way, I have to admit. Oops, and every time I move the headset, it goes out to the menu screen. Lighter, let's light the coal. We'll close you. And now we just let the temperature come up and the pressure come up in the boiler. So that's the compressor going, which means we should be getting some, it's a bit hard to see here, some pressure coming up for the brakes. Which is good. We can turn on the blower, which will increase the pressure into the boiler. Let's turn that off now. Okay, so that's good. Now it's really hot in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this down a bit. It does not need to be that hot. I don't think anyway. What we'll do is we'll get the shovel again. Oh, and there's no more coal left. We have burnt through all of the coal already. Probably because we had the blower on and opened up the damper was fully. There we go. All right, so put the independent brakes on. We will release the handbrake. We want to get that up a little bit more, a little bit higher, up to I think it's 9, they say is the minimum. Really get that cranking. Okay, 9. Very high temperature, so we can push that down a little, maybe. We've got enough water in here. That shows the water's okay. We'll give a little toot on the whistle. Let people know that we're thinking of moving. Just get myself readjusted here. Apologies for that. Okay. All right, so we want to move this forwards, this device. Maybe all the way forwards. We'll just make sure we've got enough coal in here. Awkwardly hold it with the VR hands. Jeez. Okay, that's all right. Just going to open up the cylinder cocks. Nothing going on there. Fine. All right. So what we'll do is we'll release the brake. I think we've got enough pressure. So we've got enough water in there. So let's see if we can't get some movement. There we go. All right, and we're off. Let's have a look. Here she comes. Ooh. Nice. Okay. So I've got the regulator here. That's fine. Pressure's good. So the objective today is I'm going to do what I did yesterday. And that is come out from the steel mill, turn right and head towards the goods factory in town. numb that, let a bit of air through. Not that we really need it, but you got like a window there, which is pretty cool. Now, pressure's looking okay. Temperature looks like it's fine. Plenty of coal. Water level looks fine. So we're traveling today without any load, just the engine. Our current speed is 20. We can probably go a bit faster. We don't need the dynamo on because it's daylight. We don't need the... Gonna bring that a couple of notches back. We don't need to have that full forward. We should turn right. Speed limit through here is 60. Uh-oh, I think we've gone the wrong way. Oh no, we're right. Okay, we're picking up speed now. But that's okay. Coal's looking good. Need to add a little bit more water in. Actually, the speed through here is quite high, I think. Okay, that's plenty of water, thank you. Ease off on the regulator. Let's have a look outside. Here she comes. Oh my goodness. Nice. Okay, it feels like we're running pretty smoothly. Pressures are looking good. Temperature's looking fine. Not running too hot. Plenty of coal in there. Speed could be a bit higher. I don't know what that weird sound is, but anyway. 60 kph. Next turn will be... should be a right. Damper all the way down, thanks. Oh... God, try to awkwardly get coal in. Ah, this is impossible. Meanwhile, jeez. Okay, I think it was 90 kph through here, and we're doing 60. Water's okay. Damper up a little. 80 kph. Yeah, it's just gliding along here. Gliding along. Water looks fine. Might just put a little bit more in just to be on the safe side. slow down. We are coming to... We're losing a bit of pressure. So we're going to turn right here. We're going 40, so we should be able to glide through. 50 is the limit, and we're going through at about 48. Running really hot. Okay, we're getting a bit of rain. Pressure's coming up to 9 again, which I think is good. $70. Coal's fine. Lower on. Okay. Here we are at the next destination. This is just sandbox mode. I'm not pulling any loads, like I say. Oh, let's go to the left on this one. Okay, actually what I should have done is I should have gone around, if I wanted water I should have done something a bit different, but anyway, here we are. So we're going to do a loop around the town. Then we'll do a coal load, loading up some coal, and then we'll go around and put some water in. Now we're going to want the first right-hand turn. Yep, that's fine. Now, here we've got the coal just up ahead. So we are going to want to put that there, and we will see if we are underneath. We kind of were. I heard the beeping, but we are. No, we've got to reverse it. Okay, I thought I went a bit far. That's fine. So we've got to bring this all the way back. Release the brake. That's it. That's the little beep we need. Okay, that's good. Temperature's pretty not too bad. Coal's fine for what we need to do here. And as you can see, we've now lined it up. So let's put some coal in. Not too much needed. Then here, what we'll want to do is go around this way and go back through there. We're going to have to go... That's another little steam engine, the 060 that I had to go at yesterday as well. That's fun. That's really more like a shunting engine. We don't have to pay for anything today because it's sandbox mode. So let's bring this back up into the forward. I'm just going to get that pressure up a little bit. If I can. All right, water's fine. Break off. There we go. Okay. So then just ease it around the corner here. We don't have the dynamo on, so we can't put the lights on at the moment, but that's fine. Yeah, pressure's good. Speed's nice, gentle. 15, 20 kph. Ooh! Holy crap. Why? Ah, that was very close. Ha! Look at how close. What happened there? I must have not have been looking at the right one. Yeah, you twit. Okay, that was an error. Nearly crashed into the other engine. That's okay. Good thing I was looking at what I was doing. Yeah. Makes sense, actually, because last time I was here, I put that little engine in this siding. So, of course, the switch was set that way. But I thought it was, I don't know, it must have been cross-eyed. Just need to bring that in. Here's the switch. Give it a bit of gas. There we go. That's what we need to do. Bit of a thunderstorm. Okay. Everything looks fine. How's the coal? Oh, getting a bit low. So what I'll do is I'll put a bit more in. Okay, alright. So we've got that forwards. Break off. Here she goes. Now we haven't used much water, but I'll just show how the water is added. Now, that's better. All we need to do is flick that little switch there. We should be good to go. Now we're on a downhill slope here, so what we're going to want to do is get a little bit of the regulator on first, I think, before we release the brake. There we go. Oops. There's no door here, is there? You just lean out. Oops. Okay, now I think that we are on the correct siding for the water. Oops. Just easing it in. Here it comes. It's great that it's the weather's turned and is wet now. This is a lot of fun. Okay, now we're going to want to apply the brakes shortly. And then we're just really going to want to really ease that in. Okay, so now what we've got to do is we've got to get that over this. Now, we actually, we're in quite a good spot here. Potentially. We just need to... Ah, there we go. You heard that little beep? That means it's aligned. Oops, nope. Do that again. Okay, now we might be aligned. Yes, ready. Haha. Okay, you can't quite see it. Oh, maybe we can do it from a distance so we can... There we go. Oh, and there was not much water that needed to go in because it was such a short distance. We used hardly any. Okay, so let's load that there. Now, in terms of, so what we can do is I'll go through a little, I'm not quite sure what the official shutdown procedure of this thing is, but what we can do is I'll open that, and then I'll dump the coal. Even though this is not the right spot to be dumping the coal, I imagine there'd be a coal pit somewhere. But I'm just going to do it here. There we go. So what happens if I turn... I don't know, you can't really see what's going on there. So the temperature's going down now. I'm just going to open up the blowdown. Now, I don't know what happens if I let this go completely out and the water go out totally. I presume it just evaporates out all of the water as it's doing. There's really no more heat. So the temperature's come down to less than 200. That's the bell. Down to 60 or 6. Put this back on neutral. Okay, there we go. It's pretty much dropped out completely now. So there's no pressure. There's no not really any temperature. What happens if I put more water back in? Yeah, then you get that happening. So what I'll do now as well is I will turn this off. Compressor. Hopefully the temperature's down pretty much to 0. So now if we put water in, does it still? Yeah, it's still a little bit. I'm not sure why. I mean, the temperature's down to like 20 degrees. Maybe there's just still residual heat and pressure in there or something. I'm not sure if it'll eventually stop. So what I'll do is I'll turn the blowdown off. It should refill with water, perhaps. Not sure why it's doing that. Not sure why it's still going, but it is. It's fine. Now, is that refilling with water? Let's see. Maybe because the dial, even though the meter had gone down, there was still some water in there. So perhaps now I've got that refilling. I don't know why it's still doing noises because I've turned the blowdown off. The blower is off. Turn the injector on. So I would think that it would be filling up with water. There's no more steam really coming out. That is, the water is on, but nothing's filling, which is interesting. Turn that on, there's more. Yeah, then the steam comes back out again. I want to see if this water fills up. I mean, I've got the injector on. I've got plenty of water in the thing there. So presumably the water should fill back up again. Temperature's down. There's no pressure in the system. So I don't know where that hissing noise is coming from. That's weird. Why are you doing this? I don't know why that's not filling. Oh well. Sure, there's a simpler explanation for it, and which I have no idea about what it is. But anyway, there we go. That's the big steam engine. Like I say, I've just started toying with it for the last couple of days. It's a completely different experience driving the diesel engine. There's absolutely no question about that, and a lot of fun. And I am looking forward to having a go using it on some actual paid runs. What I'm going to do is maybe do a little bit of it, and then once I get used to it, and then I'll also potentially maybe buy one and renovate it as a new one for myself once I build up enough money. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you at the next video. Bye.